Hello, mate. Ethan here. Hope you're doing well. I'm just out on my usual lunchtime walk today, and I stumbled across a couple of acorns on my way up here. Now, the acorn is the seed of an oak tree, and there's one in the background here behind me, but these were actually from a much larger and grander oak tree just a little ways back. I've come under here and ducked in here because it's pretty windy today, and I forgot to bring my microphone with me or a spoon. So we're in the undergrowth, trying to shelter from the wind, so you can actually hear me. Now, why did I pick up a couple of acorns on my way? Well, firstly, I wanted one that I'm going to start growing from a seed in my garden, but I thought they were a really good example of something that I've been pondering a lot recently, which is creativity. And for those of you who don't know what a seed of or an acorn is, the oak tree in the UK is one of the sort of largest, most iconic trees that we have, and they can grow to be very, very tall, very large, and they support an awful lot of different species of animals, whether it be mammals or insects or fungus, anything like that. They can support, once they're developed, a huge variety. And so, why is the seed like, and why an oak seed specifically? Why is that like creativity? Well, I thought to myself that although these are exceptionally small, everything that the oak tree is contained in one of these. You could plant this, and in 100 years, if you looked after it and had a long enough life to see it through, this would grow into a pretty magnificent tree. And I often think of creativity in the same way, in that what can start out as quite a small seed, be it an idea or a little passion or hobby that you might have, can actually over time develop into something pretty grand. In fact, it can become so established and so magnificent that it actually starts to support other people or other species as well, much like the oak tree. And yeah, it's all just contained in this tiny little seed here. But another seed that I found, if you can see that, has what is called a gall on it. And this is created by a type of parasitic wasp that kind of burrows in, and it basically corrupts the seed. This seed won't grow, it's no good. If you can see there, it's kind of split open at the bottom. And again, our creativity can perhaps be like this acorn sometimes. We maybe have fears or limiting beliefs that stop us from growing properly. They inhibit the potential of the seed that we might have. And unless you were to break off that gall and repair the seed and then plant it, it probably wouldn't do very well. Instead, we want to be like this seed. We want our creativity to flow and to grow into something great. And all of that potential is contained in us. Each one of us has that creative potential to do something, to be something, to make something. Now, we might not all reach our full potential, we might not all grow to those massive specimens of a 100-year-old oak tree, but we certainly can take root, we can spread our branches, we can grow, and even if we don't end up growing into something enormous or becoming, the next big thing, we all can change the world around us in very slight ways. Even the smallest of oak trees will still provide shelter or provide food to an animal or to a bug or something like that. And we can do the same with our creativity. It may be, a passion or an enjoyment of drawing, for example, and perhaps just a few sketches can help both us to grow and also the world around us. We can reflect the beauty of nature that we see around us, and yeah, just kind of been pondering that really, and thought how crazy it is that all from a little tiny seed such a big tree can grow, and that really our potential and our imagination is like that seed. It's all contained in a tiny little parcel, our brains, but unless we plant it and water it and let it grow outwards, it never really reaches that potential. So I just wanted to encourage you today really to strip off those goals that you might have, whether it's anxiety or fear of starting. I've struggled with that one in the past quite a lot, and I still do. It was actually a challenge to press the record button for me today, but I knew that I needed to come out and create something. So don't let those things hinder you or hold you back, and think of the oak tree and how the potential contained inside you has the ability to grow into something just as magnificent. I'll catch you in the next one. God bless.